Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Easy Like Sunday Morning podcast. I am your host, Charles Watson, founder of Expert Influencer Academy and author of the Social Media Checklist, available now on Amazon. And good morning. We are coming to you a little bit earlier today because we have some things that we need to do, some places that we need to be, but hey, you guys can always watch this on the replay. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the rise of the expert economy. You know, the economic landscape of the internet is transforming. It's fundamentally transforming over the last decade, and it's really made it easy for people to start a online business, a small business, opportunities to grow their current brick and mortar business. And it has never been easier to get started online, to make some extra money, maybe create a side hustle, and then really turn that into a full-time gig. We see it all the time. Influencers on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, real people just like you and me that are able to generate income for themselves, even possibly a new position, a new professional journey, all through the power of social media and sharing their expertise. And so today, I want to talk to you about the expert economy. And then I want to share with you like 4 or 5 tips on how you can get started on your own journey today. So let's jump in. So today, more and more people are taking their economic futures into their own hands, right? The movement towards solopreneurship has really allowed us to find opportunities in some pretty surprising places. I'm talking about from driving our cars to freelancing our skills. Now in 2019, another segment of the U economy is on the rise thanks to what lies between our ears in our mind. This is sometimes referred to as the expert economy. The trend towards training, coaching, and consulting across multiple industries has really grown with the advancement of 2 major factors. And I'm going to talk about these 2 factors that have led to this growth right now. The first one is technology. These days, everyone with a smartphone now has a voice and a platform that they can use immediately to broadcast their message. From broadcasting their own shows, like what we do here, our podcast, sharing your insight, and fielding questions from beginners in their industry. Online course hosting platforms, subscription apps, and message bots really provide experts with the means to package their message, promote their products or services, and market them to a specific audience to increase awareness and make sales. And that's what we do here at Expert Influencer Academy. We show you how to take a product, a message, or a service that you provide. We then show you how to package that, promote it across the major social media platforms, and then use that to grow your influence and your income and really make a difference in the community that you serve. So technology has really allowed anyone, platform, anyone with a message to get out there and start making contact with prospective customers and things like that. The other major transformation is corporate outsourcing. Today, companies large and small are starting to recognize the need for ongoing growth and skill development. You know, in the past, companies used to rely on internal mentorship, but that paradigm, it kind of started in end of 2017, all of 2018, and now that paradigm is quickly shifting. Companies today are turning to outside experts and consultants for their training. In fact, don't take my word for it. A recent study conducted by Civic has concluded that as of 2018, there are now 1.5 million experts helping companies with their knowledge and expertise. To put it in perspective, that's the same number of US drivers for Uber and Lyft combined. So what is the difference between the expert economy and the freelance or side gig business? Well, the biggest difference is earning potential. See, this website, Civic, goes on to report that experts in any given field can earn up to $1,000 per hour. Experts tend to land larger clients with deeper pockets, the report went on to say. There has never been a better time for coaches, consultants, and other experts to land big ticket, higher paying corporate clients. And to emphasize this point, we reached out to Janine Blackwell. She is the creator of Get Corporate Clients, and she basically stated that the latest spending reports show companies are outsourcing about 60% or more of their teaching, facilitation, and custom performance solutions rather than handling this in-house. And basically this means there are literally billions of budget dollars already approved and waiting to be spent this year with outside experts. So the opportunity and the landscape is ripe. There is tons of opportunity available to you. And I know what you're thinking. So how do you prepare for this? How do you get into it? How do you prepare for a new and exciting career in the expert economy? Well, here are the 5 tips I have to get you started. Tip number 1 is you want a solid strategy. Sure, yes, you could just start posting live videos on Facebook like we're doing here every Sunday about your subject of expertise. Ours is business and how to grow your brand and stuff. And eventually you might start to grab people's attention and they might start to pay attention to you. They'll throw you a few likes, share your content, but then what? What do you do from there? If you create a deep strategy that not only details how you plan to market your expertise, but also how you'll eventually make a living off of it, that's the key. The key to grabbing this opportunity is to really focus on the problems that you can help other people and companies solve with the knowledge and expertise you bring to the table, Blackwell advises. And so let me give you some examples. So like here, I am pursuing my MBA in business. So I am taking the concepts that I have learned and I am sharing these with you guys just for small businesses, entrepreneurs, influencers, creators that might be interested in getting involved in the U economy. Also, maybe you're a realtor. Maybe your expertise is real estate. So you could start taking that and you could start sharing information with people who are looking to get into the real estate market and just kind of guide them as to how do you get your realtor's license? What are the things you need to study for? What things should you look for when trying to flip your first property? The way and the fastest way to do it is to take an area that you're an expert in or have results in or have overcome a topic like maybe divorce or maybe how to be more organized, and then take that information and package it and kind of face it towards beginners, people that are looking to get involved into that certain skill set. That is an excellent opportunity for you to get involved immediately in the expert economy. The second tip I have for you is be the brand. Companies and people are paying you for your expertise, but what they're really doing is they're buying into your brand, which in this case turns out to be you. If you're not a good fit for the business culture, your knowledge, what you know, is irrelevant. So you want to cultivate a brand that helps you stand out while evoking the values that you want to represent. So just keep that in mind. You want to be consistent, you want to be congruent, you want to represent the values and the expertise that you stand for. Number 3, and this is a big one, is you have to have self-confidence. A lot of us hate bragging or tooting our own horn about our accomplishments, because we've been blessed with, humility, right? We've always been told that people don't like braggarts, people don't like people that toot their own horn. But in all honesty, in this economy, in the expert economy, if you're going to make a living being an expert, you have to get comfortable and you have to position yourself as an expert. You have to get comfortable telling people that you are an expert in your subject matter. Because if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. So you have to position yourself as an expert, and you have to have self-confidence to get out there and know that the information that you're sharing is valuable. And I think when I was first getting started, that really got me through, because I had doubts and I had questions myself, like, who am I to teach people this? Who the heck is going to listen to me? But you really have to dig down and believe in yourself, and you have to do your research. And I promise, as long as the information you are sharing is solid, is true, and is relevant, you're going to have no problem positioning yourself as an expert in your given field. So self-confidence is a must. The fourth tip I have for you guys is join forces. There are firms out there like Gerson, Lerman Group, Alpha Sites. There are companies out there that help corporations in need of training connect with experts. And this is a great way to build clients and get your name out there when you're just starting out. The advantage to joining forces is that you'll have help doing the heavy lifting of, like I said, getting your name and your brand out to the proper audience. The downside, though, is that you'll be associated with someone else's brand or another company, and you're going to have less control over the customer relationships that you guys develop. But if you're stuck in a rut or you want to get out there doing it quick, you can definitely look at one of these companies and you can join forces with them and let them know that you are available. And finally, the fifth tip I have for you guys is, as an expert, you have to dedicate yourself to continual learning. Experts must always be students first. Case in point, I'm going back to school for my MBA. As an expert in your field, you must stay on top of what's happening in your industry. That means not only following and learning about current events and topics that affect your clients, but you also have to fuel that innovation, and you really have to fuel that moving forward in your industry. Real experts, the ones making the big bucks, aren't just out there sharing their opinions. They are qualified professionals with experience, accomplishments, and even degrees. Experts continue to learn. They take classes, they work with mentors and other experts in their industry to network with and exchange ideas. And that is true. We always champion that as the expert, as an influencer, you are always a student first. And it is super important to always be learning, always be innovating. Your clients, your audience, your prospects, your customers, they are counting on you to give them the latest information and to lead them through the noise so that they get results. In the expert economy, your knowledge and life experiences can truly be your greatest asset. You don't have to be the corporate type to land these kinds of gigs. It's not only business experts such as leadership coaches or productivity experts that are landing corporate clients. It's really experts in all kinds of areas like wellness, nutrition, movement, relationships, communication, real estate, writing, and more. I've always said, if you have learned to do something, if you have gone through a trial and a tribulation and you have come out the other end successful, then you can turn around and you can show other people how to do it, how you were successful. That information is valuable and people want to hear it from you. So make a plan and learn to set yourself apart. When you're ready to share your wisdom with others and enter the expert economy, you could not only create a great living, but you can also build and leave a great legacy. Well, guys, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our topic, the rise of the expert economy. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you think someone you know might like this information or benefit from the information in this video, please share it along. If you like this, we have more stuff just like it, more videos, more blog posts, archive of our Easy Like Sunday Morning podcast. That is all available to you at our website, expertinfluenceracademy.com. I invite you to check it out. Like I said, here at Expert Influencer Academy, we are all about showing you how to take your product, your service, or a message that you have, how to package that, promote it across social media platforms so that you can grow your business and your influence, also your income, but so that you can also truly make a difference in the communities you serve. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week.